And Jadon, I'm curious what you would attribute that slow start to the offense to.
Say that again.
The slow start by the offense. What would you attribute that to?
I mean, I guess it was just one of them days, you know. We didn't plan on starting slow, so it just happened. I mean, in the second half, we did what we had to do. It just wasn't enough.
You guys, I guess KJ didn't throw a whole lot through the week. Did you just feel as an offense just kind of out of sync from the get-go?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. You know, obviously this week, Malik was getting most of the snaps and throwing it to us and stuff like that. But, I mean, you pretty much hit it on the head. We were just out of sync. I mean, I didn't know who was starting coming into the game, just like you are. So.
You had a nice interception, first action at cornerback. What were your thoughts on getting out there?
It was just a dream come true for me, really. I come from Clarendon, and we don't really get people to make it into college. Not even just football, just make it into college. It was a dream come true for me for sure.
Could you talk about your two plays? I mean, what you did on the punt and then the pick play.
Coach Fountain, he was telling me all week, like, you want to be famous, you'll block a punt. You want to be famous, you'll block a punt. I guess I wanted to be famous.
Yeah.
And on the pick, I was just really playing. Like, I seen like my
You just living in the moment.
Yeah.
You know.
Really.
It looked like he had his hands on.
I mean, yeah.
We've
been practicing this all week. I mean, my ball skills come from the receiver part. I mean, I don't really know what to say.
When it had to be time to move the ball, you got 2 touchdowns when you had to. What changed maybe in there?
I would just say that we all got in sync and we started executing. I mean, everybody just got on the same page. We all knew that we didn't start fast and whatnot. So, I mean, we just had to keep talking to each other, keep encouraging. I mean, if we don't stick together at the end of the day, it ain't gonna work anyway. So, that's just something we just had to figure out throughout this game.
Quincey.
You got games against Ole Miss and LSU. LSU and Ole Miss coming up. Doesn't get any easier. Just your thoughts about how the team might respond to this.
I mean, my message to the team is if we don't stay together, it ain't gonna work. I mean, that's every week. We got to go back to work. It's a tough loss. I feel like we shouldn't have lost. I feel like everybody feel like that. I mean, we should have started faster, so we just got to come back and get better this week.
Quincey, Coach Pittman praised you before for, being really willing when they asked you to move over to DB. Just what do you remember about that first conversation when they asked you to maybe if you were interested in that, and how did you kind of throw yourself into that new role?
They asked Sam Bakke to play. They didn't ask me. I asked after I seen our DB room was getting a little like everybody was hurt, so I knew I played defense in high school and I felt like I could contribute. So I asked Coach Pitt what was his thoughts on me playing defense, like just for the remainder of the year. And we here.
Real fast, kind of follow that up, Quincey. Talking to your mom, she said there were like 150 plus people from Clarendon.
Yeah.
I mean, you had like a fan club
Mm-hmm.
in the stands. And so to perform the way that you did, knowing you had so many people here to support you, mean a little bit more today?
I mean, it did. Like, I felt like that's what really pushed me to do good. Like, come from small town, that's all you got. That's all my people. So everybody in the stands, it just felt like I was back at home again.
Quincey, you said play defense the rest of the year. Do you think? I mean, do you like it so far? Could you see yourself sticking here, or do you think it's just a this year deal?
I mean, I see myself sticking here. I'm a football player. I like to play football. I don't really like position. I just love to play football. So it's really on whatever happens to me. Like, I ain't really got to say so. I'm going to love wherever they put me.
More questions for you guys? Jay, your 4th down catch. Can you talk maybe that drive, because you had one, and I think Matt broke a tackle to get one, just maybe the urgency to do that.
Yeah, it was kind of like a situation where you got to have it. So it's obviously zone. I actually had an over route, but it was on. So I kind of sat in the middle, and I felt like, well, I don't even know if it was on or not, but I did see that KJ was getting some heat. So I just kind of got my eyes around, and he was just on the same page, and he threw it. Good catch, good throw, pitch and catch. It was just that.
Jadon, I think the run game got held to a season low in yards today. When you guys kind of figured out that the run wasn't working the way that it normally does, did that heighten the urgency, I guess, of the receivers? Like we got to go make things happen in the passing game.
I feel like we go in that game. I feel like we go into the game, every game like that. I mean, we all want the ball. It's just one though. So I feel like it's every time we step on the field, it's urgent. Whenever we touch the ball, we got to make a play. We got to create explosives. I mean, that's what we coach to do.
Came up with 2 picks, broke up 7 other passes. Just what did you think of their secondary play today? That's a pretty high number of PBUs, especially for KJ.
Well, I think how many times did we throw the ball?
33, 36.
That's probably why. That's probably why they had so many opportunities to do what they did. They were a great team, They came in, they got the job done. We didn't.
Thanks, that was a good job.
Yeah, guys, maybe just an overall take on what happened today and why you guys maybe lost today.
Starting out, we just didn't come out of the gates hot. Frustrating to start slow like we have been. And then second half rolled around. I thought that we fought really well on defense, get stops, get the ball back. But we got to start faster, and that's just the bottom line.
What was it like at halftime? Because you guys obviously stepped up on defense. What did Coach Pittman, your coaches and stuff say to you guys to motivate you, because you pitched shutout in the second half on defense?
Yeah, I mean, we knew coming out into the second half we had to start fast. Obviously, didn't quite come out firing like we wanted to in the first half, but we knew the second half, if we wanted to win this game, we had to come out, more aggressive and start getting after them a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the guys took the message to heart, came out, did some good things, but it just wasn't enough. And it's just, we got to start fat. We got to start better. I mean, it is what it is.
You guys feel like you had the proper mindset, motivation as a whole team, not just the defense, but the whole team, because obviously started off very slow, and that's kind of been, kind of a hallmark of the team so far this season, starting off slow.
Yeah, I thought that we, the goal in mind was to get bowl eligible this week, and there wasn't anyone that, lacks motivation throughout the week. But, your tape does more of the talking, and we got to play better in the first half.
What's the morale of the team right now, and how confident are you that you guys will be able to bounce back, because you got a pretty tough stretch coming up to end the season?
I think that the morale is, obviously we're disappointed. We've played good opponents all year, so it's not like this stretch is any different to us mentally. But we have to want it as bad as you possibly can to win, because you're not just guaranteed wins. It's not going to just happen because, you have a couple good days in practice. You have to apply it and take it from practice into the game, and you have to do it for 4 quarters, and we're just doing it for 2. And so, you get results like that.
What did you think about McAdoo's play on the field today as a freshman? Obviously blocked the punt and also had the pick.
Yeah, McAdoo, switched over from wide receiver. He's had 2 or 3 weeks now to basically learn the entire position, and he's doing an incredible job. We threw a pick, we got on the field, we looked at each other like, hey, we can't quit, we got to get the ball back. Freshman goes, makes a great play. He's been doing a great job in practice, and just excited for his future.
Yeah, I mean, throwing that pick, I mean, our backs were against the wall there, and he came out and made a play the first time they had the ball, and it was a big momentum swift back to our side after throwing that pick.
More questions? I have one. What y'all think of Bennett, the quarterback? Apparently, he had the flu last week, this week.
I mean, we prepared for him to be the starting quarterback all week. He made some throws early in the first half. We just got to be better, at making plays on balls in the air down the field. But I thought he did a good job.
Yeah, I mean, made some great throws. They got that number 3, the receiver is really good. They got a good running back, and with the quarterback they have the ability to make plays, and he did a great job of, especially in the first half, of making those plays.